There we go. That's working now. The cat boat. Soon we'll be making another run. Wrong page. Community. Community. Now let's look at Twitch and see if it's working. And we're going to mute the site so you guys don't hear it 40 million times. Potato is open. Just such an odd thing to say. When taken out of context, anyway. All right, things to know. Ongoing contests. The 9th. Okay, so these are the remaining number of contests for, or showcases for DDA, not for contests. Those are showcases. This is Lucian. Just for them. And then I don't have the details for Nova. But Nova will be adding them. I just asked them to. And of course, there is my contest. My Valentine's Day and Love contest. Type of home, any size, can be old or new build. Due February 13th. Send mail to Stabby Doom to enter PCNA or PCEU only. Eligible prizes, 250,000 gold each winner. Winners will be selected by size, then winners for most romantic, silliest, most impressive skill, and uniqueness. Each size gets its own winner of that category. No mocking, no cruelty, just pure support and love will be given and streamed when we tour on February 14th, and I'll announce the winners after that. So that's what those are. So let's get going on this, shall we? We'll start with an enchanted. Why not? Bahena01 Nuja something or other in German. That if any of my Germans are on and can pronounce, please feel free. I am not good at the German. By that I mean I don't speak it at all. Okay. Let's see if this has enough in it for reasons. Hello! New jars sneak kugel. I don't know what that means, but you get the idea. 487 out of 600 items. Most things must be on the inside. It's looking kind of empty on the outside. Although, they did add all of this. And they did add a stable with hay and an apple for Horsey, if he can reach it. We're on EU to start because the EUers are the earlier crew. They, it's later for them, so I try to do a little, adding a palm tree. That's an interesting choice. Wonder if you're going to add a little, they did. They added a little something over here to make you look down and be curious. What's going on? Why is everything so blue? Oh, I see something down there. Oh, looky, a little sneaky. Look at that. So they had one thing lead to another, and that's pretty cool. They had an unusual item in there, which then made me look down over the side. Good morning. Gem in the holograms is right. Although this one says it's 2000s. I think they're a little off, personally. No. I think they are just a tad off on the timing. It looks terrible when I'm small, but if you actually zoom in a little bit, it doesn't look as bad. It really doesn't. Oh, look at this. We have a whole thing going on. So we have 12 effects, and that's cool. I really like that. They added a little, you know, I need to start using the French word for it because it's a, there is trompe-l'oeil. I can never pronounce it, so let's have it pronounced for us, shall we?
Trompe-l'oeil.
Trompe-l'oeil. That's the way I'm going to say it because that's all I can say. It's a painting or design intended to create the illusion of a three-dimensional object. So trompe-l'oeil. So that's what I'm going to say because I cannot pronounce things. So turning off that sound again. And that is what we're going to do, is call that what it is, a trompe-l'oeil. Loyal. Anyway, that's what that is. And then you've got this gorgeous cabinet work. They added multiple cabinets together. Look at this beauty. This is a whole cobble. May not look like one, but it is. It is truly a cobble. Weird. And then we've got all sorts of things going on. Books, and I guess those are cookbooks. A cutting board. I wonder what that's all about. Recipes up. Sink. Fireplace with pans and a pot holder that they cobbled. This is lovely. I love how they put it all up front because most people stick their kitchen back here. And I like that they did something different. Also, look at the difference in heights of the bookcases. You can change the bookcase heights, and sometimes it's just enough to make things interesting. They also put paintings back there, like legit paintings. It also looks like a trompe-l'oeil. I can't pronounce it because in English I suck at this French stuff. They changed the directions of certain things to make it look better. And then they have this dwarven ruin look. Now, may I make a suggestion? First of all, great job. They not only added the paintings and the frames, like the window panes, they also added the surrounding window, which is also part of EHT. Good morning, Shenzi. I'm over here now, and while I'm thinking about it, I sends you your money. 770, right? Yeah. Monies. Congo rats for yesterday. All right. So they have this whole thing going on, not just the pictures, but also layers of effects here, multiple layers. Now here's the one problem with effects layering here. Hey, Jay Rumberg, let me give you a suggestion on how to fix it. For whatever reason, when you layer effects and put a candle or a light in front of it, it eats the light. You can see the light, but you can't see the flame, because I think it's basically like competing with the game's effects to sort of cut it out. So my suggestion is one of two things. There is a candle effect that you can use if you would like to, and just put that one in front of it and it looks like you've got a candle going, and it's actually a pretty decent effect if you use it. Secondly, the other thing you can do is sink this down a bit so that, or move it back so that it's in front of either the bookcase or the floor when you look at it. And that way you'll be, like, you can see the flames when it's behind the floor, when the floor's behind it. It's just you're going to have to work around the limitations. This is Enchanted, believe it or not. They did a lot of cool things in here, lots of little nifty things. Like using effects to do some fun stuff. And I think that looks really cool. And then more library, and then you come up here. They added an extra floor, geez. And again, using the paintings. You know, Cardi made it now so that you can kind of cut off pieces that you're not going to use the painting. So if you want to center this, you could now. But although it looks okay off center because it looks like you're looking into something. But then you have your whole little garden here with nocturnal and a skooma and a couch with some completely unique pillows. What they did is they took stools and they popped the stools through the bottom of the, I like this, bottom of the couch, so it looks like you have round pillows instead of square pillows. Some really good, what's the word, cobbles in here. Super neat. I'm very impressed by your cobbling and EHT innovations. Wow, I wouldn't have guessed you'd be able to fit this place, but you can, and there's a little sneaky room behind it. Geez, there's a lot going on in here. Another painting inlaid so that it looks like it's maybe a mural painted on the wall. This is a couple of things. This is part of the Redarin or the Hlalu bed, you know, the rounded one. And then they stuck a fire behind it and in some brick. And then here they've got a headboard, a high elf headboard, and this is a trophy sticking through. So they've definitely got some interesting ideas. There's all sorts of cobbles in here. What this might be is somebody's cobble playground, like where they're trying to figure things out. Turning this part of the ceiling, this is actually part of the house, into a kind of library is an interesting idea too. Another neat trick they did here is they took a legit painting, right? But they made it 3D by adding these grasses and the ivy. So you have like a 3D painting that is coming out of nowhere. Now they've got this cobbled bed all by itself, which I think is made with psijic tables. And maybe the floaty, no, this is not the floaty bed, this is the Talbani bed. You put all these things together, plus, did you use the moon thinger? It won't let me click it. But here you go, you've got this gorgeous trompe-l'oeil kind of thing again. But here's the same problem. No, this is by Bahena01 on PCNA. You've got the candle problem again, where you can't see the flame. And it's not your fault. And if you're okay with it, hello, Summer's Day, leave it alone. You know, it's fine. But if you want to use either the effect or move the candles over to right in front of here, then you won't have the flames cut out. It's just an idea in case you want to work around that. It's just a problem I've run into many times myself. Then you go up again and they've got this vampire window wall. Fantastic to make that into a wall. Its own little fireplace, and then a lab of sorts with an experiment. Look at that. That's neat. All these pictures to take because there's so many good ideas. They've really come up with some fantastic, that looks almost like a skylight. They've come up with such great ideas. This is so much fun. Really good house so far, and pretty fantastic with lots of cool ideas. And I can't believe it, there's actually more. A bathroom. That's neat. Lots of combinations here. A tub. Is that an effect? No. You must have used a fountain. Ah, yes, it's the Elsewhere fountain for lions. Okay. Sweet potatoes. Oh, that looks good with the light on. Oh, look at the way that the light reflects down here. The vampire light, or vampire window. Looks cool. This is spectacular, Bahena. Honestly, you did a fantastic job cobbling this sucker. Really beautiful. I am very impressed. Very, very impressed. Am I not supposed to go this way? I think I'm not supposed to go this way. You may want to block off this door so other people don't make the mistake I just did. But great job, honestly. Really fantastic. Bombson, are you around? If not, let's go to Lilith's Alice in Wonderland hakkvild. Sweet potatoes! So I was told I looked like Jem in the holograms, but I actually think my earrings are cooler than hers. Plus, it gives me fake lipstick, see? It's terrible. Terrible! I am caught up with indexing as of this morning. So all of your stuff should be indexed and up. So this is a pleasing thing, right? All right. Alice in Wonderland. 700 out of 700. This is hakkvild, which is such a unique home. You can do some really cool things with it. Holy schmoly. Speaking of unique things. Wow. Well, you know how you come into hakkvilds, right? You come in through a tunnel underneath everything, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but it lets you do some really creative stuff because it sends you in through a tunnel. So my thought is this is when you first fall down while chasing the rabbit, right? You fall down a hole where you're just like falling and falling. And things are falling with you. Everything's getting like sucked into the hole. Here's the clock. Really, really cool. You know, if this person used EHT, it'd be really cool if they had a book here that was actually Alice in Wonderland or said it was Alice in Wonderland. But I know that not everybody's an EHT person, and I don't force that on anyone. But I just think it would be cool. This could be the drink me. And we're in this fantastical world. And see, here's the entrance to the house kind of proper. Let me point something out. Lately, I've been talking about using light or objects to point to where you're supposed to go in a house, so the people aren't just wandering around going, where the hell am I supposed to go next? They use this light to highlight the doorway. It seems kind of obvious, but you'd be amazed how many people don't do that. Then we have a couple of steps up behind a curtain over here. We'll go back through that doorway, but I want to catch what's here. This is a little kitchen. I wonder if this is the bunny's home. Got a little loft that you actually can't go into. There's something cool about these people going to the trouble of decorating a portion of the house that you can't get into, but that you can see. It's really kind of a clever trick. All right, let's go in through the hole. So remember, we're going through a hallway, and then it leads you to this. You can keep going straight to a cage that you can't get through, or you turn to the side and go through this trap door that leads you into the house proper, I think. Wow, look at that. That's clever. Lilith is so beyond. We've got another person incorporating either a painting or a tapestry in this case as a background while curtains are in front of it. So you look like you're looking through a window. Really? My husband is pulling the snow off the roof. If you hear anything, that's what that is. Same here, but this is a cabinet. So they put a painting behind it and gave it a grate, and you have a cabinet painting. It's just a really cool idea. There's a lot of things going on in here. Again, we have stuff floating down still from above. Teapots. That poor tea. So sad. Clocks and, you know, it's interesting how much time mattered in Alice in Wonderland. I wonder what the theme of time meant in Alice in Wonderland. Because, you know how I'll be late for a very important date, right? You've got the bunny saying that. And there were clocks in like prominent places. So this takes you through to the courtyard. I wonder what that is all about. These are the things I wonder about. Themes and motifs in Alice stories. What does the clock symbolize in Alice in Wonderland? Something. Time and place in Lewis Carroll's Dream Worlds. Wow, there's a whole thing about it. Like somebody wrote a friggin' book on it. I don't think we have time for a book, but point is there is a time issue. A temporal theme in Alice's adventures in Alice in Time. I gotta see what this says. Okay, Carroll saw problems of temporality as fundamental both to logic and to possible worlds. Time sparks the whole adventure. When Alice sights the white rabbit at the start, the animal mutters about lateness, but is a timepiece that startles her. You got it. I will no longer be... Those are the Meridia purple glowy things. Let me get the name of them. Not the Light of Meridia. It's the ball one from the Mereplica Cursed Orb of Meridia. That is from here. I'll show you. It's from Depths of Malatar with the Undaunted. Here's a link. It goes into multiple colors. Here, I'll show you. Because what else? You know, why not? See? You can make it all those different colors. Including the purple you're talking about. So that's how you get that. So yeah. Here we are. Just gonna skim that real quick. Belatedness, anxiety, and physical props such as the watch bespeak the individual under the cosh of time-regulated society. Interesting. This is fascinating. I'm going to read that whole thing later. It's talking about how society changed. People suddenly had to go by timetables for trains. That was when that was suddenly become useful. Oh, look, the Mad Hatter's tea party. Oh, crap, is it? Let me close some things. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't be the first time. Maybe it's this, maybe it's this face. Would I be better off with this one? And the Grinch. Alright, so yeah, we've got the Mad Hatter's tea party. And then we've got a kitty on a mushroom. Really beautifully done. Some real... I wonder why the stick's coming out of that. Interesting. Is it still bad, like the lag? Because if the lag's still bad, I'll have to cancel and get rid of Facebook again. But I'm trying so hard to keep Facebook up. Whoa, I fell into the mushroom. Really beautiful. Gorge. Alright, let's see if I can find my way around without getting lost. So that was the Mad Hatter's Tea Party. What's this? A pumpkin head. Look at that. They went to the trouble of decorating the exterior of Hakkvild's. Oh, and now we're going through a maze. But a fake maze, thank God. But look at, they decorated the exterior of Hakkvild's to make it look like it could be the Red Queen's castle instead of just being an out-of-place thing. And then they created these amazing floors. This checkerboard floor, which is part of the theme as well. And these are doors leading on. Windows. Gorgeous. What a really good job, Lilith, as usual. Fantastic. I think we've reached the end of it because there's only so much you can fit. But what would be interesting is if she had kept on, like with a, again, this is an EHT thing though, but having a portal to her next house, and that house being one that does the next part of the story or whatever. But this kind of thing takes so much work. You just know that they put a heart and soul into it. Really spectacular. All right, Moonsister. Let's hit Dancing Skeleton Hammerdeath. Okay. Oh, wow. Check that out. That's wild. That is really cool. Oh, it's a club. All right. I'll kill it. I'll be right back.